All right. Well, welcome everyone to our Monday night team call, Team Ice Alliance global call. And boy, am I excited about who we have as guests tonight. We have two very, very special people. I've had the pleasure of knowing them and the honor of knowing them for, gosh, 18 years at least. And let me tell you a little bit about who is our guest tonight. Our guests, plural, Randy and Tony Escobar, and they've been married for 52 years. They have 4 children and 12 grandchildren and are the number 2 all-time leading income earners in Isogenics worldwide. They also have the largest organization, and they have earned a 7-figure income every year for the last 19 years, which is amazing. Randy and Tony love serving people and believe that the key to their success in network marketing profession has come from helping others realize their dreams of health, wealth, joy, and happiness. They love those they serve, and they serve those they love. They love what they do, and they do what they love. Now, Randy and Tony are recognized throughout North America as an icon within the network marketing profession. Tony and Randy have inspired and touched thousands of consultants in their seminars and symposiums throughout the world. They teach with passion, heart, and knowledge. They are self-made, rags to riches story. Tony and Randy work tirelessly to help create close to $300 million earners within their own organization, and many more are evolving each year. And they've helped a lot of people outside of their organization. I'm always very grateful for that. Tony and Randy's success has been honored as they have received commendations and proclamations acknowledging their success in the network marketing profession, as well as their unselfish contributions to various charities. These commendations came from governors of the states of Alabama, Illinois, Washington, New Mexico, Nebraska, Louisiana, Utah, Colorado, Texas, Wisconsin, Ohio, and New Jersey, just to name a few. Tony and Randy have been featured in several books, including Jack Canfield's runaway bestseller, The Success Principles, also Chicken Soup for the Healthy Soul, as well as The 5 Principles, A Millionaire Taught Me for Women, authored by Richard Paul Evans. They have also been the keynote speakers at numerous events, business functions, and conventions. And this is an interesting one. Tony and Randy were nominated for the Guinness Book of World Records for building the largest network marketing organization and earning the largest income in the shortest period of time. In their first 11 months in Isogenics back in 2002, they earned over $1 million. And that was without all those bonuses we have today. That was with 2 legs and a $10 PIB. So that's amazing. Real quick, the other thing that many people know Tony, he's an amazing formulator himself and has a vast knowledge of nutrition and health and what it just takes to be super healthy. And I love some of his quotes. I'm just going to quote one of my favorite. And I think, they have so many, but I'm going to do 2 of them. A candle never loses its light when it is used to light another. In life and in our business, lighting candles is what we do. And the other quote I really love is, if you always do what you've always done, you will always be what you've always been, and you will never be what you could have been. And with that, I just want to welcome both you and Tony. And I'm excited for you to share with everybody, because there's a lot of new people. They don't know who Tony and Randy Escobar are. And could you share a little bit about your journey, right before Isogenics, how you got started? And that would be some really interesting information, because it's a fabulous story. Thank you.
Well, Randy, why don't you go ahead?
You look cute over there. I'm going to wink at you. Okay?
It looks cute.
So good to see you. You're downstairs, I'm upstairs, right? We are grateful to be here today. And when you were talking about the way you opened your meeting with gratitude, really hit my heart. And I would say that that's who you are, Philip, is gratitude. And I can't recall so many times I sat next to you and Amanda at events when crazy things were going on in my heart and in my family and in our world. And you gave me some really incredible knowledge and comfort. And I think we've done that for each other over the years.
Absolutely.
that journey means a lot. So when I saw this number come up on the phone the other day that I didn't recognize, I thought, of course, it's one of those things. They're going to tell me that I no longer have any warranty on my car or something else. And all of a sudden I answered it, and it was you. And I just was thrilled. I thought, oh, it's Philip Sasso. I can't wait to talk to him. And I said, Tony, it's Philip Sasso. It's not one of those funny calls we get all day long.
I was thrilled you answered. So thank you.
I usually answer all my calls.
I know.
The interesting thing about footnote about Tony and I, we've been in this business in isogenics for 19 years. We've never had a personal assistant. We've never had anyone else answer our phones or our correspondence. And the reason we've done that is because we want to know our family in isogenics. We want to know what makes you happy. We want to know what you're looking for, what your desires are, what your dreams are. And the only way we can do that is by being there with each other. So since we're not going to be able to be together this year at the celebration, this is a wonderful time and a wonderful way to be together. And I hope that you're all sharing the knowledge of the convention with everyone. What a wonderful way to attend convention. Everyone can be there, even if they're, have sniffles or sick, even if they don't have the money to travel and have a hotel room. No matter what, everybody can get the same information together as a team. And afterwards, I hope you're having meetings set up with your teams to go through what's going to go on, because I hear there's some great things coming out at convention, and we don't have to miss it. We're going to be there together in spirit. So I'm really excited about that. In about 19 years ago, Tony and I have been married 52 years. And 19 years ago, we were going through a really hard time in our business. I don't know if you remember, but that was when 9/11 hit. I remember that morning very well. I got a call from a friend who just said, turn on your television, and hung up. And I thought, what? And they said, turn on your television. And I turned it on, and on every channel, we were watching 9/11 unfold before our eyes, and none of us expected that. And it was a terrible tragedy for our country and for so many people who were intimately hurt, and their families will never be the same again because of that day.
Yes.
After it passed, a lot of other things happened in the business world, and Tony knows, investments and all of that much better than I do. But a lot of things happened in our world, especially in our country. And one of the things that happened is we had worked for about 20 years building a family company that I took orders. Tony developed the products for it and formulated for it. And we had worked hard for 20 years getting that business going. And then all of a sudden, we couldn't get any raw materials through the border to produce our products. So all of the people that we'd served for that many years who were buying our products and selling them retail in pharmacies and health food stores, it was not a network marketing company, couldn't get our products anymore. And so I was back ordered. So we had no money coming in and a lot of money going out. We had a building, we had debt, and within a few months, we were getting scared. We thought, this is not coming back soon enough. And I think that happened this year to a lot of people during the pandemic. A lot of people and a lot of businesses have really suffered. And that's where our industry thrives, because no matter what happens, we can continue to build, continue to support people, and continue to produce our products. And that's been great. I think the company's done an exceptional job of maintaining, a constant business for all of us. I've not had a check late in 19 years. I've not received product that I've ordered ever. So this is a wonderful company we have. But Tony and I were in trouble, and I didn't want my children to really know what was going on that much. I was trying to keep everything normal, happy at home. And it lasted longer than I wished it would last. And all of a sudden we were losing our home. We were 2 weeks of losing our home. We were $650,000 in debt because of our building, our overhead. And we continued to pay our employees to the very end. I second mortgaged the house at the last minute because I needed to pay the employees for Christmas, because 9/11 hit, our business went down, and I couldn't lay anybody off. So I told Tony to, and Tony couldn't lay him off either. But anyway, the point of the matter is we were in trouble when we were right before we got into isogenics. And I was praying for an answer. I was thinking, oh, we've got to find a way to get out of this mess. We're going to be in debt for the rest of our lives. And this funny little brown box arrived on our doorstep one morning. And I rushed to the door, and the doorbell rang, and here's this box, this brown box. And Tony picks it up and said, "What did you order?" In fact, what do we do, Tony? We bent down trying to pick up the box and hit heads. I remember that.
That's right.
And we opened the box, and it was some badly labeled products, just in bottles. It looked interesting. Nothing like what we have now. But we looked at it, and it had a card in it. And the card said, "This is my greatest creation. Please try it and tell me what you think." And there was a tape measure in the box. So I thought, Tony receives all kinds of things from people and companies in the mail. So I just thought it was another product. I was sure wrong. It was from John Anderson, and it was an incredible product. And he said, "Just try it. This is my greatest creation." So I looked at it, and I saw that tape measure, and I thought, I can't lose weight drinking water and running 20 miles a day. This won't work for me. You don't want to use me. I'm not a good candidate. And I called John, and John said, "You're exactly who I want to use." And so over the next 9 days, I took the product. I lost 14 pounds and 16 inches. I still have my original tape measure. And I fell in love with this beautiful company, not knowing what it was going to bring to our lives. I asked John, "How do people get this? I know I could refer some people to you. It's a really good product." And he said, "Oh, well, you just have a spot, and then I want you to refer anyone you want to me, and they'll all go under you." And I'm going, "Under me? What are you talking about?" And he says, "Well, you'll have a spot in the company, and if you refer people, they'll be in your downline." And I didn't realize or understand anything about that at the time. But I started, I went to my gym. Everybody looked at me and thought I'd had liposuction. I said, "No, could not afford liposuction right now." I just did a program, and they all wanted it. And pretty soon, more people were coming into our little office to order isogenics than were coming into our office for our other products. And pretty soon, I got a check for $750 the first week. And by the end of that year, we had made over $1 million in isogenics. Our first company. Tony took the product apart and explained why it was working. We were driving in our car. It was interesting. We were driving in our car to meetings, hoping we had enough gas money to get home. We were really hurting. I mean, I can't tell you how bad it was. And I thought, I wonder if this could help someone else. And Don Nooner joined shortly after that, and other people came in. And pretty soon, we were doing 3 to 5 meetings a day everywhere we went. And it was sad because I was scared that I didn't look nice on stage because I didn't have a wardrobe at the time. I was changing in bathrooms at gas stations to get ready. We'd run up in our sweats and changed into Tony put a nice shirt on, and we'd go do a meeting all over the place. And then on the way home, we'd call John and talk about what happened at the meeting. And he'd stay up till 2 a.m. talking to us on the phone as we drove home about what this company could be. Jim and Kathy brought in the marketing plan, and it was absolutely incredible. There's not anything like it. And Jim swore to us that he would walk that wall and keep this company safe. And he has. So we've had an incredible time in this company. But I read something on your website recently today. I backed Philip, and it's one of my favorite quotes, and it's the Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. And I'm only going to read a little teeny bit of it. But the last of it says that a life well lived, basically, is to find the best in others and to give of oneself and to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung with exultation, to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Mm-hmm. Our family's life breathed easier because one person sent me a package in the middle of a battle in our life, in the middle of the worst time I'd ever been through financially, and believed in us. You meet people that you share the product with, each of you, every day. You never know who you're going to influence. You never know whose life you're going to change. You never know who they're going to share it with. You never know what can come of one person stopping for a minute to deliver a message that may change somebody's family's life like ours was changed in a moment.
Yes.
You know, I find that I'm wandering aimlessly through Costco during the pandemic, and there's masks on everybody. And once in a while, somebody will catch your eye and lift your spirits, just looking with it, smiling with their eyes over that mask for a moment and making sure that you know we're all in this together.
Yes.
Well, we're all in this together. We want to celebrate your victories. We want to help you grow. We want you to know how truly marvelous you are and how much you have potential you have. We want to light candles.
Yes. And you guys have, I'll tell you, I mean, we have such a wonderful culture in our company. And, you know, I know because I've been with the company as long as you have, watching you two, that you are a huge part of that wonderful culture. How you don't just sign people up. You actually take responsibility to nurture them and make sure that they're really doing well. And you have been the light. You've lit so many candles for thousands and thousands of people. And yeah, it's just so awesome to hear you guys talk.
Well, you know, we're really humbled. How do you give it back? There's no way to give it back. And so Tony came up with this too, and I like this. You can't ever give it back, but you can always share it forward. And so we invite you to share it forward. This year is going to be incredible. And you have provided them so much. Tony's going to talk about it. He went through your websites. You have so much to offer your team. And there's no reason that anybody should ever feel that they can't do this, because we're going to we're not going to hold up a mirror. We're going to hold up a magnifying glass, a great big one, over each of you, and magnify your talents and your abilities. And pretty soon you're going to believe that you are able to do this, and it'll be so easy to you, it'll be second nature.
Awesome.
And I want to thank you for having us on, and for all the times you sat by me with Amanda and always had something positive to share. I appreciate it, Philip. You are a jewel. Thank you.
You've always made me feel like family when I sit next to you. You know, it's just like, wow,
You are.
Randy. Of course I want to sit next to you. Why wouldn't you? So,
Did you get the adoption papers? We sent them out.
you can adopt me anytime. Thank you. So.
We love you.
Love you too.
I'm going to let you talk to Tony. He's got a great message for you tonight.
Tony, the man.
The man? No, all you guys. Let me tell you something. You know, what Randy is saying is quite true. I mean, you know, we prayed our hearts out trying to figure out what are we going to do with our lives because of all that debt that we had, and that 9/11 just about killed us. But, you know, we prayed and prayed and prayed. We wore the carpet out praying for something. And when that box arrived, Randy said to me, she said, I know we're supposed to do this. I know it. I feel it's divinely inspired. Well, I looked her in the eyes and I said, Randy, I don't know what God it is that you're praying to, but the God I know does not like network marketing or rapid weight loss. And I mean, that is how I felt at the time, because at that time, I didn't respect network marketing as a bona fide business, you know, and it had such a stigma attached to it. Well, today, that's not the case, because there's so many new people, millennials, and a lot of people jumping into network marketing because it's the last bastion of wealth. I mean, you can create so much wealth and create so much opportunity. It gives you this start, you know, because network marketing is a bona fide profession. And if there's one thing I've learned, and that is that if you give a person a little spark of success, you ignite a raging fire of enthusiasm that you cannot put it out. There is no way, you see. Mm-hmm. But when Randy and I jumped in, we knew what had to be done. You know, because I've been an entrepreneur. Network marketing is not a merry-go-round. It's not a merry-go-round business. If you want a merry-go-round, go work at the post office. You know, network marketing is a roller coaster. It's this wonderful world of entrepreneurship. And, you know, it has its ups and downs. And I really didn't realize just how network marketing would affect our family like it did. But you know what? $27 million speaks for itself. I mean, that's a lot of money. And every one of you on this call tonight, I would like each and every one of you to be where we're at. But I'm going to tell you right now, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes commitment. It takes self-discipline. It takes faith in yourself. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not an easy business, but it's made easy because of people like you, leadership, people like, you know, many people on this call are probably great leaders, you know, and, you know, leadership comes responsibility. And people see you as you are, not from your accomplishments. But you see, I've learned one thing about this business, and that is you have to make a commitment to it. You've got to be committed to it. You have to be committed to that commitment. So you have to be committed to knowledge. You want to learn how to do network marketing, just do it and you'll learn how. It's that simple. You know, it's a commitment to self-discipline. It's a commitment to action, putting your faith into action. And I'm going to tell you this right now. All of you on this call, if you're not willing to take this business seriously, whether you do it spare time, part-time, or full-time, don't do it. Don't do it, because the disappointment is overwhelming. You take it seriously or you don't do it at all. If you take a casual attitude to this business, you're going to get casual results and you'll become the first casualty. Simple as that. Like I say, there's so many, 90% of the people out there work for the other 10%, and that 10% are responsible for 90% of the wealth of this country. And I guess you know that. So let me tell you something. Commitment. Be committed to that commitment. And I know a lot of people in Isogenics. There's a lot of leaders who have been very successful, and I've watched their cycles collapse because they became a victim of complacency. You see, CCS, chronic complacency syndrome. I've seen it over and over again. People get to 20 cycles, 25 cycles, 50 cycles, and they're sitting on top of the world and they figure, oh, well, it's going to self-sustain. It doesn't. It doesn't self-sustain. You have to work at this business. You have to work at it. We're still working at it, even though we're $27 million richer. But we're working at it. We love the people we serve. We love who we serve. We serve who we love. We love what we do. We do what we love. Every one of you, I love each and every one of you. But I'm telling you, this business is a very, very simple business. I have been to so many hundreds and hundreds of seminars throughout the world, trying to develop myself. And I can honestly tell you, network marketing is the simplest way of developing yourself. Very simple to do. It's a matter of commitment and being committed to that commitment. And it's a matter of embracing the greatest virtue of all. And that virtue is self-discipline. If you are not willing to self-discipline yourself, that is to get up in the morning, talk to 10 people a day. If you're not willing to do that, then I think you understand the consequences of that choice. Every choice you ever make in this business or in your life has a resounding benefit or it has a consequence. Every choice you make. Every choice you make is a perfect choice in every way, because there is a benefit and a consequence. And I'm telling you right now, this business is so simple. It's a simple matter of talking to people, overcoming the fear of talking to people, and talking to people every single day. Now think about this for a minute. I don't mean to bore you with this, but this is very profound. Okay? If you talk to 10 people a day and you've got a wonderful testimony of your company, of your products, you're a walking billboard. You see, people don't want to be sold anymore. They don't. They want to be inspired. They want to be motivated. They want to be amazed. They don't want to be sold. They see you as you are, not from the products you sell. They see you from your vim, vigor, and your enthusiasm and passion for what you're doing. And so if you're trying to sell people, you're dead before you start.
Mm-hmm.
You see, what we're doing is we're changing people's lives in a very, very profound way. You see, self-discipline vaccinates you against failure. I want you all to write that down. Self-discipline vaccinates you against failure. None of us like failure. We want to be inoculated from failure. And that's what self-discipline does. Self-discipline, you can only conquer fear through self-discipline. The greatest tragedy in network marketing is people don't realize how close they are to success. They quit so quickly. So if you're talking to 10 people a day and you've got this fantastic testimony, I will guarantee you 2 of those people will buy your products. You're attracting them to you with your own testimony. Now that's 50 people that you talk to a month. So that means 10 people will buy your products. That's 220 people in a month. That means that 22 of those people will buy your products. 20% of them, which is 4, will do the business. Okay, now everybody's going to say, okay, Tony, why isn't everybody doing that? Well, let me tell you why. You can't just do it for 1 day or 2 days. Because here's what happens. Somebody goes out, they're determined to talk to 10 people today. They go out, they talk to 10 people, they get 10 rejections. But they go out the second day, they go out, talk to another 10 people. Now they've got another 10 rejections. That's 20 rejections in 2 days. Obviously, the third day now, they're not as enthused, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But they go out the third day, and guess what happens? They get another 10 rejections. The fourth day, maybe the same thing. But they quit after that fourth day, never realizing how close they were to succeeding, because they didn't realize if they would have went out on that fourth or fifth day, there'd be 4 or 5 people that want the products. But they quit, never gave it a chance. You see, you learn from failure. You learn from mistakes. You learn from discouragement. Each time somebody says no, you are closer to success. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do this for 30 days. Teach your team to talk to 10 people a day for 30 days. And then see what happens. What I'm telling you will happen. You see?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be committed to the pursuit of knowledge. Look how long it takes a doctor to become a doctor. You know what the average doctor, family practice doctor makes in the United States? About $160,000 a year. $160,000 a year. How many years does he go to school? 11 years. Look at a dentist. Look at all the various professions. Here you are in network marketing, which is a fully bona fide profession. It's not something you dilly-dally in. You are all professionals. You have to look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am a professional. And then you write down your goals in red lipstick, red crayon, and write it on the mirror how many cycles you're going to do every week, and write it, because it is documented, it's absolute. You have a 3 times greater chance of achieving your goal if you write that goal down in red somewhere where you can see it every single day. Every day. Now, all I can simply tell you, and that is that success. Now, Philip, how many people have asked you, how did you become successful in isogenics? I've been asked that thousands of times. Randy has been asked that thousands of times. Okay? Many people go to seminars to find that answer. I'm going to tell you what the answer is. I'm going to tell you how and why Randy and I became successful in isogenics. We became successful because we chose it.
Mm-hmm.
We chose success. We chose it. We were committed to it. We have faith in ourselves, and we put that faith into action and self-disciplined ourselves so that we knew we were going to talk to 10 people each and every day without fail. Without working hard and working smart, you go nowhere. You become a victim of discouragement. You see?
Yep.
You have to have faith, and you have to expect success. You have, Randy and I, let me tell you something. Randy, I don't know, let me tell you what Randy did. Every time we visit, before we visited everybody, people that we visit, she checks them out on Facebook. She wants to know all about them before she meets them. Someone will call her up and say, hey, Randy, can you get on a call with someone for me? This lady's name is so-and-so. Well, she'd go on Facebook and look up this lady's name before she got on that call, that conference call. And you know what? Randy would say to me, this lady's going to do just great. Just watch. She's going to do the business. Randy always expected success. She always expected that people would respond and accept her message. If you don't expect success, if you don't expect a positive result, you will not get it. You don't get it. Some of you on this call have made some money, a lot of money. How many of you have become a victim of that CSS, chronic complacency syndrome? You see, let me tell you, you can't have one foot on the accelerator and one foot at the gas. Mm-hmm. It's either on the accelerator all the way to the floor or not. If you've got one on the brake and one on the gas, you're going nowhere. You're not going anywhere. And that's what a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. Many of you on this call are probably afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be. Believe that what people do, they reject your message, not you. But I'm telling you, when you talk to 10 people a day, you're going to be talking to 220 people in a month, and 4 of those people will definitely do the business. If you expect that. Mm-hmm. You see, I want each and every one of you to be successful. I really do. I want each and every one of you. But you've got to realize that you've got to be patient. You've got to pursue knowledge. You select something that excites you in isogenics. It could be a product, it could be a pack, but whatever it is, Learn all you can about it. Lead with it. Lead with it. Become knowledgeable. Master it. Create the story. You're the story. Network marketing succeeds through stories.
Success stories.
Come up with your story and share that story forward. I'm in the middle of writing a book right now called Share It Forward.
Mhm.
Okay. And I don't know how people write books in this business because I don't know how they find the time to. I've been doing this book for 8 years and I don't have time to get it done because I'm so involved in the business. You see, we're product result driven, you and I. We're all product result driven. If you're money driven, forget it. You're done before you start. You see?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to realize that you have to become knowledgeable. Okay? Now, if there's one profound thing that I have learned after 19 years in this profession, it is that the top consultants who shine in our company didn't get there because of what they knew. They got there because of their rapacious, ravenous desire to know more. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
They got there because of their rapacious, ravenous desire to know more. I still learn. I still want to know more. I read biographies of successful network marketers. Still, even though I am one. See? And you have to be patient. Okay? Patience is being able to avoid complacency and working harder even when things get tougher. Patience means always being focused on your goal no matter what the world throws at you. Now, let me tell you, many of you have teams. Do you think those teams, a lot of those teams require a lot of patience?
Mm-hmm.
You better believe it. You better believe it, they do.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be a psychologist and everything else with your team members. But you know what? I love them all. I love them all. You know, success comes to you at a time you didn't expect it with people you didn't expect. You see? It hits you just like that. I remember when Randy and I first started in this business. When we very first started, I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done this before. I never did it before. I told Randy, I didn't jump into this business until weeks after Randy did, because I really didn't want to do it. But then I saw the results that happened to Randy. I saw the results that happened to my daughters, to my son. I saw the results. I couldn't deny them.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw she got a check for $7.50.
Which
She still has it hanging on the wall.
I never cashed it.
That check, she never cashed it. You see? And then she got another, throughout the third week, she got a check for $1,350 for the week. And I said, hey, wait a minute, we're going to make our house payment.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, look, Randy, I said, I may jump into this, but let's go over to Barnes and Noble. So I went to Barnes and Noble. And guess what we did? We bought about 20 books on network marketing. And I found it very interesting. There was 20 books, and only 2 of them were written by women, 18 by men. And I thought there's something wrong with this picture, because 73% of the people in network marketing are women. Why was only 2 books written by women and 18 by men? So I started reading them, and I thought, holy cow, they all sound the same. Every one of them sound the same.
That's right.
And I thought, why are all these people complicating this business? So I was sitting at the kitchen table, and all of a sudden I got frustrated, and I threw a book across the kitchen floor and hit Randy on the ankle. And she said, what are you doing? I said, I can't do this. I said, Randy, if we're going to do this business, we're going to have to recreate it. This is not how I can do this. So I decided that I was going to use nutrition as a motivator. I was going to use the benefits. I was going to sell the benefits. I was going to sell myself. And Randy was going to do the same thing. So anyway, the rest, you know, our success. Our success is, I mean, we're blessed. There's no doubt about it. We are absolutely blessed. But I did learn one thing. Self-discipline was the key to success. I can tell you right now, network marketing is an applied course in self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Think
a
about
great,
that.
can I say something, Tony? You have
Yes.
a great leader sitting before you, and we had a call from Philip this week, and he referred us to his pages, to his different pages that he'd set up for the business. What do you call those, Tony?
I said Info Hub.
I say infohub.com.
Yes, Tony wrote them down. Tony went through them with a fine-tooth comb.
I loved it. It's very simple. It was
And
great. It really
it's
covers
great.
a lot
If
of
I
things.
if we'd had what you just gave your team when we started, if it was that simple to go on and find all the resources on one site, so eloquently done yet so simplistic, it would have been such a gift. We didn't have a brochure. I'm sorry, this is the truth. We didn't have a brochure. We didn't have anything but our results. And we did build with results, and we still are building with results. I mean, look at what you just did on the shred. Look at all these people who are losing weight on the product and feeling better and getting better health. Look at the women who are getting glowing because they're using the collagen. You have so much to work with right now, plus the sites that Philip's created for you to make it easier for you. A lot of time and effort and thought. It took you, I'm sure, a great deal of years probably to gather the information to put up what you did and make it look simple. We could have built so much faster, and we would have had so much, so many people would have stayed had they had that information in front of them that easy, because not everybody's able to generate their own. But I want to thank you for that. I mean, it's brilliant.
Thank you.
Tony thought it was too.
But let me tell you, do you remember, all of you are listening to me right now, just go back and think about how passionate and how enthusiastic you were when you first started in this business. Think about that, okay? And then think about where you're at today. Are you a victim of complacency? Are you giving it all you've got? Well, I can honestly tell you this. Passion and enthusiasm, they are totally starved to death when you quit feeding them. You have to feed your passion and you have to feed your enthusiasm by doing something positive, something little that's positive every day. You can't sit back and wait. Opportunity does not come to you. You create it. You create your own opportunity. And I'm just simply telling you that, right now is a perfect time to pursue the Isagenix opportunity, more so than even when we first started. When we first started, we had nothing. We didn't have anywhere near the tools that we have today. What we have today is amazing compared to what we had before. And I'm telling you right now, when I tell you that you've got to focus on one product or one concept, right now we're focused on the ER shred. We're focused on the collagen. That's where our focus, where your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Right now, I've seen thousands of people who are having incredible results with the ER shred. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. It's like, Phil, it was like back in 2003, 2002, 2004.
Yep.
That excitement was boiling over because we had that nutritional cleansing concept. Now we've got this ER shred, and I cannot believe what's happening. I can't believe it. And
giving us a great wow factor, like
oh,
in the beginning.
there you go. That's exactly. It's giving us a wow factor. And Sean is, my son Sean is worked so diligently and so hard to really put this together. And now, I mean, it's
making a
just
difference in lives.
What's that, Randy?
It's making a difference in lives, which is what we do best.
It's actually making more of a difference in lives than what happened in the very beginning.
Yep.
I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, the percentage of people that are getting their lives back is just absolutely amazing to me. But Phil, listen, I just want you to know that I appreciate you very much. I appreciate all your people. You know, many of you I haven't met. You know, I mean, we've not really been out and about. You know, I mean,
from home like everyone else.
Yeah, but I just simply want to tell you how much I appreciate you. I love you, man, and a lot of the people on there, Aaron, and you know, you guys are just, you know, persistence. Persistence is a fantastic virtue. It's a very, very, very important virtue that we have to exploit, that virtue of persistency. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm at our summer home, our winter home now, which is St. George, Utah. There's red rock canyons and cliffs all around me. It's like a huge Sedona. It's just a beautiful place to be. Where right around me are state parks and national parks. We've got Zion's National Park, which is the second or third most visited park in the world. And I'm looking at this little tiny river, and it's called the Virgin River. And on either side of it is towering 6,000-foot cliffs, just towering into the sky, and they're vertical. And I'm sitting there going, that little tiny river cut that. And I said to myself, is that not an analogy of persistence over millions and millions of years? It was not no raging, boiling river that continuously rolls down that canyon.
It's a trickle.
No, it's just a trickle. Persistency over 400 million years. And it's forged these incredible canyons, you know. And then you look at the Grand Canyon and you look at the river that cut that. You know what, Phil? You and people like Aaron, you're the epitome, the personification of persistence.
You're the river.
You see, you are the river. You are the river.
Well,
does that make sense? So anyway, I just want to thank you for having us on. And I hope somehow, some way, we impacted your lives and enriched you in some way. But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart to you guys, we love you very, very much. You know, and I'm just so thrilled, so happy, you know, that we're able to be here and just share what we feel with you.
Absolutely. Well, we all appreciate both of you so much for the wisdom and knowledge, the commitment, the example of, you know, how to move forward. I love your statement, the commitment to the commitment. Oh man, you know, that is so true. I see so many people that get involved and then they're like, you know, the minute that there's a rough moment, they'll go back to the comfort that really was uncomfortable, but they were so comfortable with their uncomfortableness that they went back to that. And I can say proudly, like you both, you know, I threw my hat over the fence. I wasn't trying to do this. I was going to make this happen one way or another. And you guys were such an inspiration on my journey, and you've helped so many people on my team with the belief and the knowledge that you know, at unselfishness. I mean, you guys are just humble. You're brilliant. I mean, really, you guys are really amazing icons in our industry. But if you met you both on the street, you would just think, wow, they're just two really nice people. And I love that about both of you. And I am just so grateful for your son, Sean, you know, just coming up with this this 11-day program 2.0, the ER Shred, which that's where my focus is going, along with this wonderful collagen. I know that, we both are giving beautiful wow factors, and I always a believer of when you have something that gives emotional and visual results that's consumable and is affordable, you've got a recipe for an amazing success story. But you got to have that commitment to the commitment. Thank you, Tony. It doesn't happen by wishing it. This isn't net wish marketing. So, and yes, Amanda and I have been blessed with so many leaders that are on this call. Just appreciate them so much. And like you, I just want them to have success. And you notice, folks, I didn't speak much during this call. Why would I? I have such respect for Tony and Randy, and I just knew and trusted that they would say exactly what they were supposed to say tonight. And you guys did. So with love and respect and gratitude, thank you both, Tony and Randy. You guys are awesome. Get a little choked up, man. I love you guys.
Anytime. Love you guys too. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you for a great.
All right. Well, it's so awesome to have you on there. Well, we do a little bit of celebration of enrollments afterwards. So we're gonna have Amanda share some of the people who shared the gift and enrolled some people last week and had a couple of rank advancements. So go ahead, Amanda.
Awesome. Thank you, Randy and Tony. I just think you're such great role models in so many ways, and you've been here the whole time and encouraging everybody the whole way, and it's just so awesome. So thank you so much. That's great. So these are people that enrolled one person in the last 7 days. We have Steve Munn, Lisa Marie Font, Ron Hilton, Elias N. Eid, Mariah Richards, Sibel, Dejavon Chisholm, Teddy Dringus, Aaron Hairston, William Patter, Lauren King, and Sunny Wynn. So congratulations, all of you, for enrolling someone. Yay, awesome. Okay, we're moving on to 2 people. We've got Mike Jones and Felicia Cuarta, who got double PIBs. So congratulations, you 2.
And a 5-cycle bonus, right? So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that in a moment. And
my
then
bad.
we've got 3. We've got Kelly Granger got 3.
Yeah.
Good job, Kelly Granger. And then 4, we've got Debbie Deloach, got 4.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, and then some rank advancements. We've got Debbie Deloach also became a crystal consultant with 2 cycles. So good job, Debbie. All right. And then Felicia Cuarta hit the 5-cycle bonus. Good job, Felicia. Felicia, awesome. Good job. All right. Okay, back to you, Philip.
Well, thank you, Amanda, and congratulations to those of you that rank advanced and all the enrollments. Just a continuous shout out to all of my amazing leaders on the team, Sunny and Aaron and Kelly and Amanda and and Teddy and Keith. I mean, gosh, so many awesome people on our team, and let's just keep that vision going, and let's recommit to our commitment. And share this with 10 people a day. You heard it from the folks that in the first year they made over $1 million with no PIBs, with no rank advancement bonuses, with no pool bonuses, none of that. 2 legs and a $10 PIB. That's what they did it with. I mean, to me, they're the most amazing people in our company for what they achieved. And but they did it with love and honor and respect. And they really brought people in with the attitude of nurturing. So when we're out there, share this, with the intention that you really want to bless someone's life, and just keep sharing it. And let's keep sharpening our blades, and make sure you register for the celebration, the Canadian celebration. That is going to be a great event. We have so many great teachers in our company, and I'm so humbled. Like Tony and Randy, Amanda and I, we're always learning. We're doing the Eric Worre, seminars for the whole year, you know what? Everybody has a next level. And what I love about Tony and Randy is they've got a next level. It's like, whoa. And they're not stopping because they know by hitting their next level, they're blessing more people. That's really, truly what Randy and Tony are about. How many people can they bless? And that's their intention. And people pick it up and they're like, whoa. So, you know, let's just have an amazing week. You know, call to action is keep staying plugged in. If you've taken a little break in this, hey, recommit to your commitment that you initially made, and let's make this thing happen. So with that, I'm going to wish you all an amazing week, and we really appreciate all of you showing up to hear these two amazing people. So, all right. Let's have a great week. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Thank you,
Randy.
Thank you,
Great
Randy.
call.
Everyone.
Great week. Good luck, everybody.
Great week.
Thank
everybody.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Great seeing you. Good night.
None. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.